Getting by the offensive line and dropping the quarterback. When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. On 2nd down, Davis looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now it's Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On 2nd and 12, Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And out across midfield down to the 45. On 1st and 10 is counter. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Moore, the man in motion. On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was a long pass attempt downfield, and the ball was popped up in the air. And how come things go from really fast to almost slow motion when the ball's up in the air and the defender's unable to haul it in before it hits the ground?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. That's caught right side by Anderson. Touchdown, Cardinals. Robbie Anderson. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is up to 18 now. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Now Jackson. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Cards are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray steps away. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Throwing now is Murray. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. From his end zone, Wilson. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Third quarter starts with a run from Connor. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Now Murray off play action. It's complete to Hopkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Play action. Now it's Murray. That's complete once again to Hopkins. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Murray throwing complete there to Hopkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
We're in Baltimore. Third quarter action, 2nd and 10. Murray to air it out again. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Prater for the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a toss to Davis going right.
And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Flush to his right.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Jackson will throw again.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Ravens are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is down to 28-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From his end zone, Wilson.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Second and 6.
In motion, the tight end. To throw on 2nd and 6. Murray. That'll be caught by Anderson. Touchdown, Cardinals.
He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he...